Alright, thanks for joining me again, and what we're going to do today is we're going to repair the tail light on this 2016 Yukon XL. If you have one of these, you'll probably may have had this experience, because this is the second light to go out on this vehicle. It's a LED strip, and what happens is the wire severs. Let's see if we can get that fixed. I'll show you the one that I've already repaired. It's been a couple of years back, but I'll show you that and show you exactly where to cut and what to do. So let's take a look at that. So here's the one that I repaired a couple of years back, and you can see the little repair right there. What I did is I took my multi-X and cut a little rectangle out, and then fixed the circuit board and put it back together. Okay, so let me show you how to do this. Okay, so here's what you're looking at, and it's not, I've already pulled this out, so it'll be easy to video, but what you got is you got this little black piece that holds, that covers the screws that you need to access. Don't mess with this ring here. What you're going to do is you come right here, right here, you can take a screwdriver and just kind of work this out, and then you just pull out on this. Okay, and there's 3 little clips. There's one at the top and 2 towards the bottom that clip into this plastic bracket. Alright, and then you have 2 Torx screws that you have to loosen right here. Okay, and once you've got this, there's 2 pins that go into a rubber grommet on the outside. So you grab it on the inside, and you have to, don't pull too hard, but just kind of work this back and forth. Need a tripod. Okay, and you can see the pins right there. There's one on top and one towards the bottom. And that's how you remove the light. Okay, of course you have a plug here that you have to push down, pull out. This one you twist to unlock, and it's labeled. This is the section that it seems to always break. If you, right where this tab is, I probably could have came a little bit towards the top side. I noticed on the other one that I've gone too far down here. But then probably about right in line with that groove right here. You can't take these apart, they're sealed with plastic, so you can try to take the screws out, but I don't believe you'll be able to get these out. This is the most effective way to repairing this, and we'll see if this is actually where it's at. So I just take my multi-tool and come in right here, just to the plastic. Don't stick it down, because there is a circuit board down there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to cut across here. So I'll keep the camera rolling and see if I can get this done. Honestly, didn't even remember. I might have cut the board all up. It looks like. Okay, so this is the part that's broken. See, that was broken, but you got to be careful. Okay, I didn't remember how close this was to it. If you look, I almost cut the board. I didn't really realize. But see right here, now we have a disconnect, and the diodes, the LEDs, are across here, the 2 positive negative. So what we're going to do is run a piece of wire across this one and across that one. I have to fix both sides now because I cut that. So I didn't, like, again, let me reiterate that this you got to be careful, a little bit more careful than what I was. I almost messed it up. let's pull the soldering iron out and see what we can do. Okay, we have the soldering iron hot. I'm going to tin the iron, and what I'm going to try to utilize is this hole with my little wire that I've got there. Let's see. I'm going to tin this wire with the solder, and I can't really do that right there. The wire tinned, and I'm going to set this in here with these needle nose. Okay, got that secured on that side. Come here, and you got to touch both the wire and the solder's point on the board in order to transfer the heat to both wire and board and make a good connection. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's better than that. I had this little bitty thin wire. I should have done that in the first place. Again, it would be better if I wouldn't have cut that so deep. I just went a little bit too deep on that side. I did actually get some solder in on that board. So let's see, I'm going to clean the iron. A little wet paper. Electronic people are probably freaking out right now. Okay, and touch both sides. See if I can get this to happen. Looks like it's secured there. I did not remember that this board was touching. I thought it was a little space, so kind of messed up right there. Soak down, smell plastic burning. Okay, looks like we got it. Okay, when you see the solder lay down, as in if you have a bubble and then it lays down, that means it's going in, it's adhering to the board. So we've got good connections here. See that? So that shouldn't break again. But before I do that, I'm just going to verify that it works. Okay, now this is the driver's side, and you can see on the camera, you can see it flashing through there. Okay, now let's look at the one we repaired. Okay, see the one that we repaired, it is working all the way down. If it's daylight and you normally run your lights in the auto position, turn your lights to the on position and you'll be able to see that the taillight is working. Now I've kind of taken my knife and just kind of cleaned up some of the rough edges on this plastic. Didn't do a very good job, but there it is. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I believe on the last one I used silicone, but on this one I'm going to try a hot glue because we're ready to put it on the on the vehicle and get going. So it's not pretty, and the way I've got these wires, if you would have put the wire just on the edge, or you could have done it a little bit better. And again, I do believe that on the other one this was farther down and I don't remember cutting into it. So just be real careful when you're cutting this out to try not to hit that board, or else you're going to end up having to do a double repair. Let's see if this will work. Okay, hot glue works. I really like hot glue because it just goes on, and once it cools it's in place. So I've never used it on electronics, but I'm about to. While that's cooling, you may notice that I took out the screws because I didn't remember what I had done the last time. These screws here, Torx. That's it. Let's install our newly glued and soldered light. I'm going to do this holding the camera, so you can certainly do it with one or with two hands. So the bulb's still good, you can see that. We're going to stick this in the round hole and turn it clockwise. Okay, and then we're going to take our 5-prong plug, snap it in, click. Okay, got that in. Now we have one more little doodad here, and I didn't mention it a while ago. It's right here. It's a clip. Let me grab that clip, and if you take a flathead screwdriver on one edge and just push out on it, it'll come out. Let's install that. A little clip. If you catch one edge, see the little teeth? Catch one edge and push it out, it'll pop right out. I will need 2 hands to do this. I just put it on, put the wire right there where it goes, and push down. Okay? There we go. Now that's installed, and we are ready to put our studs in. So line the light and make sure the studs or pins go in the holes correctly and push in. Okay, looks good. Let's get our Torx. I don't want to strip out the rubber pushing. Next, unlike what I did because I couldn't remember, don't pull this off. I broke the pin. Put these clips in the rectangular slots. And push in once you get it aligned. This one was a little bit difficult because you got to go around that shock. Okay. Alright, thanks for joining me with this 2016 Yukon XL, and I hope this helped you out. Have a good one.